All right, let's jump straight into this explainer and finally crack the biological code to shedding that stubborn fat and revealing a highly coveted six-pack. Because look, we've all been there, right? You're grinding away at the gym, putting in the hours, doing everything right, only to look in the mirror and see that one stubborn area, usually the stomach, just holding on for dear life. It's incredibly frustrating. But today, we're going to look way past the gimmicks and understand exactly what is happening right under the surface of your skin.
Here is what we're covering today. 1. The spot reduction myth. 2. The biology of fat loss. 3. The stubborn zone trap. And 4. The real fat loss solution. We're debunking the biggest lies in fitness, explaining how your body really stores fat, and handing you the biological blueprint for real results.
Starting with Section 1, the spot reduction myth. It's time to stop falling for fitness industry lies.
We've all felt that urge to somehow magically target belly fat. But you've been sold a completely false promise. Spot reduction is a total myth. No amount of planks or miracle creams will melt fat from one specific area. Seriously, if late-night infomercials, gimmick belts, or detox teas actually worked, literally everyone would have a shredded six-pack just from laughing at bad fitness advice. The reality is, you can do an endless barrage of sit-ups until your abs are completely on fire, but that does absolutely nothing to prioritize burning the layer of fat sitting right on top of them.
You are constantly sold this idea of targeting problem areas. But reality check, fat loss just doesn't happen in one isolated place. It is not a localized event. You can do thousands of crunches every single day until your core is incredibly strong, but your body isn't pulling the energy for those crunches from the fat cells directly above your abs. It simply does not work that way.
Let's move on to Section 2, the biology of fat loss. This is how your body actually burns fat.
To really win this game, we have to understand a critical concept called systemic fat loss. This is the biological process where your body burns fat from everywhere at the exact same time, and it's dictated heavily by your genetics. Think of your body's fat stores as one giant connected network. When you're losing fat, your entire body silhouette scales down simultaneously. Your body and your body alone decides where it pulls fat from first and where it pulls from last. Some guys lose weight in their face immediately, others see their arms lean out, but unfortunately, the stubborn fat you actually care about, that layer hiding your abs, is almost always the absolute last to go.
And this is the perfect analogy. Fat burns systemically, not locally. You cannot just drain the deep end of the swimming pool. Think about it for a second. If you grab a bucket and scoop water out of the deep end of a pool, you don't magically create a hole in the water, right? No. The water level across the entire surface of the pool drops evenly. You don't get to pick where the fat comes off first. You have to lower the water level of the entire pool before you ever expose the bottom of the deep end.
Your genetics literally dictate where that deep end is. For men, stubborn zones are almost universally the stomach and love handles. That is the biological deep end for the male physique. For women, it typically shifts to the hips, thighs, and butt. And then we have shared zones like the face and neck. Your body is biologically hardwired with these preferred storage spots for basic survival. And because they're the preferred spots, your body is going to fight you tooth and nail to hold on to them until the bitter end.
Which brings us to Section 3, the stubborn zone trap. This is exactly why most people fail.
Because, look, knowing the science is only half the battle here. Surviving the mental game is where true physiques are actually forged. It's wild how many people walk away from their goals when they're incredibly close to the finish line. Imagine you've made 80% of the required progress, but you're totally hung up on that remaining 20% of stubborn fat. This is where the trap springs. You diet, you train hard, you look in the mirror after a few months, your face is slimmer, your shoulders are sharp, your arms look great, but the love handles are still there because it's that last 20%.
So what happens? People quit too soon, when in reality, they just needed a little more time. When that one massive problem area doesn't shrink fast enough, it is so easy to wrongly assume your entire diet is completely broken. People throw their hands up, trade their progress for a donut, and just walk away. They assume they're doing something wrong just because the one spot they care about most isn't totally shredded yet. But all they really needed was to let systemic fat loss keep doing its job. They literally just needed to keep draining the pool.
Let's look at Section 4, the real fat loss solution. This is your blueprint to a defined physique.
It is time to drop the myths and stick to the hard science. And it all boils down to this: calories in versus calories out. Calories in is the energy you consume through food, and calories out is the energy your body burns just by staying alive and moving around. The absolute only way to lose stubborn fat is to lose all fat by maintaining a consistent calorie deficit. Whether you feel like an incredibly disciplined athlete right now or just a victim of strict portion control, the biology doesn't care. It is exactly the same. You cannot out-train a bad diet, and you sure can't spot reduce fat. You have to maintain that deficit to force your body to tap into those stubborn reserves.
But here is the trick. Since you can't target the fat, your best move is to aggressively build the muscle underneath it. You still absolutely need to train your core, do heavy squats, and hit the overhead press. Why? Because you're building the architecture. Imagine an X-ray of your stomach. You have that yellow layer of fat, and underneath your abdominal muscles. Doing crunches won't burn the fat layer, but it absolutely makes the muscle layer thicker and way more pronounced. So as you hold that calorie deficit and the fat layer systemically thins out, those thick, strong muscles you've been building will finally push through and look incredibly defined.
So here is the ultimate 3-step blueprint. Step 1, calorie deficit. You got to drain the pool. Step 2, build muscle. Create that solid six-pack architecture underneath. Step 3, stay consistent. Consistency is the glue holding this whole thing together. You're going to have days where you look in the mirror and swear that stubborn fat hasn't moved an inch. That is exactly when you need to trust the biology. Movies make it look like a quick 3-minute training montage, but real life? It's months of clean eating, heavy lifting, and good sleep.
Fat loss is biologically super simple, but man, it is not easy. It definitely won't happen overnight, but if you stay consistent, it is literally a biological inevitability. Your body has zero choice but to burn that fat if you stay in a deficit long enough. So, the ultimate question I'll leave you with for this explainer is this. Most people quit right before they would have finally seen their six-pack emerge. Will you be the one who sticks to the plan long enough to actually see yours?